Did you know that most traders are led to have the wrong mindset about trading? And that really is one of the top reasons why trading is so stinking hard. Seriously. If you got the right mindset, trading is no more difficult. You got to have more than the right mindset. But when you have the right mindset and the right skill set, trading is no more difficult than your regular day job. And so if you're struggling with consistent profits, having a hard time not making the mistakes that cost you money, then this video is for you. And so stick around for a minute because you'll find it's very helpful. The thing is, most traders really are, you're led to have the wrong mindset about all this. And there's a few different things that go into it. Actually, three things in particular that are part of this that I see as very detrimental that really make things way harder than they need to be. And one of the first ones is really that trading is an inherently emotional activity, that there's no way to get around that. And I'd say that's bollocks because really trading is much less sophisticated. And put it this way, most traders, and yourself in particular, you're probably a professional. You're either a small business owner, you may be an engineer, lawyer, but you hold a reasonably high level position in your organization. And so I would be willing to wager you money that your day job is probably way more sophisticated and requires a larger body of knowledge than trading does. That's something I would be willing to bet on with almost anybody that gets into trading that's serious about making a living at it. I say, yeah, your day job's probably a lot harder than trading is in its entirety. And so the fact that it's inherently emotional is just plain wrong. I mean, is your day job? Okay. For example, Armando Olivo, one of my favorite clients. He's a project manager for a reasonable sized company. And talking with him about all the responsibilities that he has and all the things that he's involved with, and the fact that he's been struggling with his trading. I mean, trading had him so beaten down that he was questioning himself. And I'm like, Armando, look, your day job is way more complicated and sophisticated and challenging than trading is. And he's like, yeah, actually, I'm like, dude, who in the heck could you think anybody could just walk in off the street and do your job? He's, oh, heck no. I said, exactly. And so, do you have what it takes to make it as a trader? Yeah. I said, do you handle important decisions that involve a lot of money? And if you're wrong, could potentially cost the company a lot of money. Maybe jeopardize your job. He said, oh, heck yeah. And the fact that trading is challenging, and just because it involves money, that's really secondary. It really is. You make decisions that put yourself at risk financially and in other ways all the time. The difference is you're equipped to handle those situations. When you get in your car and drive somewhere, is your life at risk? Yes. You got the weather, you got road conditions, potentially something out on the road, big pothole, idiots running out in front of you, idiot drivers. I mean, there's all kinds of things that could potentially cause you to get in a fatal accident and die. But you're fully equipped to deal with that. So your drives aren't stressful. You go to work, okay, yeah, maybe somebody cuts you off, pisses you off a little bit, you yell at them and you go on down the road. But it doesn't wreck your day, right? Seriously. It is a challenging activity, but you're fully equipped to deal with it. So it's not really that big of a deal unless something really major happens. And there, financially, same thing. You deal with all kinds of financial decisions and you deal with them fine because you're equipped to handle them on your job, particularly if you have your own business or in your company as manager. You face all kinds of difficult decisions that have large financial impact, but you deal with those just fine. It's not a big emotional roller coaster. It's not keeping you up at night because you're sufficiently equipped to deal with it. With traders, the reason it is so blooming difficult, and here's the big lie that it's just inherently emotional just because you have money on the line. Here's why that's a big lie. The reason that trading is emotional is because for one reason or another, and there could be one or more of several, but for whatever reason, you're outside your comfort zones. That's why your emotions are flaring up. If it was by definition, if you're outside your comfort zones, you are in an emotional state. Now, what does it mean to be within your comfort zones? When you're inside your comfort zones, that means that you are fully equipped to deal with whatever is coming up. Whatever. The markets, there was a big move. There's a news announcement, whatever. When you're equipped to deal with it, you just deal with it. just like any other job, any other activity. When you're equipped to deal with the things that come up, the challenges that are presented, and you're equipped to deal with them, it's not an inherently emotional activity. But here's the scenario that I really like using. Consider this. If you take, say, a reasonably intelligent person and you throw them into a challenging activity or job that they've never worked before, but you throw them in there without the proper training and education and tools to do the job. You just throw them in there because, they're smart. They've been successful elsewhere. And you just throw them in there. They may be able to survive just based on their own merits, but are they probably going to struggle? Probably. Is it going to be stressful? Of course. And it's almost going to be impossible for it not to be an emotional experience because they are not well prepared for that job. Same thing, but if you take that same person and now you give them the right training and tools and preparation for that job, especially if they do already have the personal traits, yeah, they'll just go in there, they'll do their job, they'll be just fine. Same thing goes for trading. If you're finding it emotional all the time, it's because you're missing something that's making it challenging. And no, it's not just being able to control your emotions. Your emotions are flaring because you're missing something, because for one reason or another, you're not fully equipped to deal with this. Now, you might be pushing back. I get pushback on this from time to time. Traders are saying, oh, but Brian, I know how to trade. Cool. Yeah, fair enough. You know how to trade. I know how to golf. Doesn't make me a successful golfer. I could go golf and make a living at it. I lack certain skills that would allow me to do that. Do I understand the game? Do I know what to do? Can I go play a round of golf? Sure. But there's a difference between being able to do something and being good enough at it and having the full skill set to be really good at it at the level required. And trading requires a certain level of skill and a range of skill sets, not just can I execute trades? Can I get around on my platform and place trades? Way more to it than that. So there are a range of skills that you need. Now, if you're lacking things, that's why it becomes emotional. Okay. So the first way traders are led to have the wrong mindset is because everybody says, oh, trading is inherently emotional. So try to figure out how to overcome your emotions. That's the wrong mindset to have. To just say, it is emotional, therefore I must learn to control my emotions. And if I can't control my emotions, there must be something wrong with me. That's the wrong mindset. The right mindset is, what do I need to make this where my emotions aren't going to flare up? Where the things that now are causing my emotions to flare up, what do I need to effectively deal with that so that my emotions don't flare and I can keep a calm, clear head all the time and make good decisions? Better question to ask, better mindset to have. Okay, another mindset that kind of goes right along with this, that traders are led to have the wrong mindset. Like I said, kind of goes right along with this, and that is if you just be more disciplined. Discipline is the key. Here's the mindset that a lot of traders hold, and it's an easy one to have. The logic sounds reasonable, but there's a flaw with it. Is find a good strategy and just focus on your psychology, your emotional control. Focus on that, good to go. Strategy and psychology. There's something missing. And that's strategy and psychology. I've had so many traders come to me, nearly all of them, been trading for years, 5+ years, 10+ years, sometimes more than 15 years, still struggling, bouncing back and forth between strategy and psychology. The thing is, and you can bounce between that forever if that's all you're thinking that it takes is, yeah, just focus on my strategy, focus on my psychology. That'll get me there. Don't need anything else. That's a game that can go on forever. Seriously, I've seen it happen way too many times. Focusing on your discipline, your emotional control, again, the right mindset is, what do I need to make discipline not necessary? How do I make that not even necessary? How do I get so good at this that it's easy, where I don't even need discipline? It just becomes automatic. Seriously, much better mindset to have. And it's a valid mindset. Seriously. So those are a couple of the mindsets that are really hurting traders. That first of all, that yes, the perspective, and that's what I'm referring to when I say a mindset, it's a perspective, a paradigm that traders hold. Hey, trading is inherently emotional. And the other one is just strategy and psychology, and that'll get me there. Skill is the missing piece. There are certain skills that you need beyond just being able to place trades. And there's a range of them. There's not just one. The other thing is that just because you're able to trade, and again, this is another paradigm, mindset, I'm able to trade, therefore I should be successful. It's just a matter of discipline. Able to trade, usually, what I found is it's hilarious. Four words that really describe traders who are able to trade, but you haven't learned enough. You haven't learned all the right skills to get good at this, where it's getting easy enough to be dangerous. And that was me. Hey, I'm not judging anybody. That was me my first year of trading. I knew enough to be dangerous. I knew how to trade, but I didn't know how to trade. I didn't know how to trade and control and with intention and with a skilled operating base. I didn't have that foundation that I needed to be good at this and knowingly good at this. When I applied my quality assurance skills from my manufacturing job to my trading, that's what let me get a handle on my trading to where, yeah, now I have a handle on this. That's what let me walk out the door. I quit my job just because I didn't like my new boss. But I was able to walk out the door without fear and live life on my terms for the last 20 years. And I would love to teach you the same skill set. Yes, it's applying quality assurance principles and practices to trading, and that works amazingly well because quality is all about getting a solid handle on your process so that you know what your output is going to be and you have very consistent, predictable output. Perfect for traders. And this isn't some just psychology hack, some discipline hack. This is how you take a repeated activity and again build a process on it and execute it, implement the process so that yes, you get good, consistent, reliable results out of it without effort. It becomes very automatic. So would love to share that with you. Swing by insideouttrading.com. I got a workshop, got some other resources. Would love if you'd like to find out more about this. If you're tired of just wrestling, bouncing back and forth between strategy and psychology, or feeling that hey, trading is just inherently discipline, and if I can't learn to get control of my emotions, I'm doomed. If you want a better future for your trading, where yeah, the successful person that you already are can now step forward in your trading and become a successful trader. I'd love to help you and get you there. This is how to do it. Best thing about it is this isn't something that's wrong with you, some subconscious issue that might take a year on a therapist's couch to uncover and resolve. This is a skill set. You can learn it in less than 90 days. Seriously, less than 90 days. You can be having an entirely different trading experience. So swing by insideouttrading.com. Would love to help you. Let's make it happen. In the meantime, leave me a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel. Give me also the YouTube gods. We'll share this with other traders. And because I'm here to help you become a successful trader. That's what I'm about. Not about outsmarting the markets, being all clever and cute and I got the straightest, greatest strategy. No, this is how you become a successful trader. Make trading easy. Get that consistency you've been looking for. Hope this has been helpful. We'll talk to you soon. See you on the inside. Cheers.